All right, welcome back, Libra and Libra placements. We are going to do a reading here and see what Spirit wants you to know for the month of May 2026. Okay, so this reading is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. All right. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to ask Spirit for three oracle cards here for the main vibe of the month for you. And then we're going to get into tarot and have an overall energy, a challenge, and a focus area. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. Okay. Spirit, may we have three oracle cards here for Libra and Libra placements for May of 2026, please. And while I'm shuffling, if you feel the need to fast forward, please do so. Okay. All right. So the first card out is Twin Flames. Shared feelings, mirrored emotions, your other half, reflection of soul. Okay. What else do we have? Spirit, two more cards, please, for Libra. Okay. We've got searching, thinking of you, profile creeping, blocked contact, profile searching. Okay, and one more card, please, Spirit. Okay, we have jealousy. Excuse me. Talking behind back, being envious, pettiness, attention seeking. Okay. So while I am shuffling the tarot cards, just looking at these, oracle cards that came out. So you might have been dealing, or you might be dealing currently with someone that you consider to be your twin flame. Okay. It could be someone that you feel very intense emotions toward. It could be a very intense connection. You might feel magnetically drawn to this person and vice versa. Okay. But twin flames, that twin flame journey, if you do resonate with that, it is basically to teach both parties significant lessons. Okay. And have you basically work on yourself so that you are able to elevate. Okay. Yeah. A lot of times it does have to do with mirroring. Okay. Mirrored wounding, mirrored emotions, things like that. Okay. So it looks like someone here is searching for you. Okay. It looks like maybe you have blocked this person possibly for some of you. For those of you who don't resonate with, blocking this person, whoever they are, this person could just be looking you up online. Okay. Stalking you online. All right. I don't feel like this person is stalking you in person, like, coming by your house, but I do feel like this person is looking you up. Okay. For one reason or another. And then we've got jealousy as well. So, if you haven't blocked this person, I feel like you've started giving this person less attention at the very least. And this person is envious and jealous of whoever you're giving your attention to. Okay. And that could be part of the reason why they're looking you up online. Okay. They're wondering who you're with, what you're doing. Yeah. Okay. So Spirit, what can you tell us as far as the overall energy? May we have one card for Libra for the month of May, please. Overall energy for Libra and Libra placements, the month of May. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups that came out. Okay. Spirit, may we have one card for the challenge position for Libra and Libra placement for May? Okay, I'm not going to take all those. A bunch of cards flew out, and we're not going to take all of those. Okay, we have the Hanged Man. And one card for the focus, please. Okay. The card that flipped up was the Sun. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords, the Devil, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So we're going to kind of go over this briefly and then we'll clarify. Okay. So with the Knight of Cups here being in the overall energy for the month for you here, I feel like, someone wants to make you a love offer here. Someone wants to express their love. It could include an apology as well. Okay. But there is someone here that wants to express their feelings. So whoever this person is, if you do resonate with them being your twin flame, that might be, something pertinent here because of the card that came out here, the Oracle. But whether they're your twin flame or not, this person, maybe has never expressed their true feelings for you. And I feel like this person wants to do that. Okay. In the challenge position, we do have the Hanged Man. And with the Hanged Man, I feel like, this is a card of stagnancy. It's a card of no forward progress, no movement. It's just basically staying in a still position. Okay. The main purpose for being in Hanged Man energy is to take the time to see things from different perspectives. Okay. But it might seem, or it might have seemed, if you've already separated from this person, it might have seemed like things were just not progressing here. Okay. They were just kind of at a standstill. And then we have the Sun as your focus. So we're going to see what that's about. The Sun could mean that, maybe some things are going to be illuminated or come to light here that you need to focus on, or it could be that you need to focus on what makes you happiest. And it could even be both. Okay. But we do have the Queen of Swords, the Devil, and the Four of Pentacles here as the under the deck here as the overall energy as well. So I feel like, male or female, doesn't matter the gender. I feel like, actually the Queen of Swords is actually your court card, your card. So, you're in your energy here. This is you. And, you are an air sign. You feel basically comfortable being in air energy and detaching when needed. Okay. You know that even if you're a very loving and nurturing person, which I'm sure that you are, that when you need to take that sword out, when you need to cut someone off, when you need to be cold and detached. Okay. Most likely based on someone's words or actions toward you. Okay. So I feel like this situation has kind of pushed you into this Queen of Swords energy. Okay. It most likely was due to some sort of toxicity that was involved here, because the Devil is here as well. So, I feel like it's very possible that whoever this person is that you have been dealing with has been living in devil energy. So there could be wounding, there could be fears involved, there could be, addiction issues, all sorts of things that can contribute to devil energy. But, I feel like this person has been holding on to this devil energy here, and that kind of pushed you over. It's almost like this person was not willing to let things go in their life, things that were toxic. They might have brought toxicity into your life. And, it's possible that you brought this up to this person and they maybe gaslit you or made you think that you were crazy for some of you. I also feel that you kind of have held back from this person, and maybe taken your energy and pulled back because of these toxicities as well. Okay. But we'll clarify here and we'll see what else comes out. Okay. I mean, when we talk about devil energy, it could even be just a toxic way of thinking. You know, it could be toxic patterning within this person. It doesn't even have, you know, it doesn't have to be addiction. It doesn't have to be, you know, third parties. It doesn't have to be anything like that. It, you know, necessarily. It could just be that, you know, this person has been conditioned to have certain ways of thinking or patterning in their relationships, you know, but that's most likely due to wounding that needs to heal. Okay, so Spirit, what can you tell us as far as clarifying the Knight of Cups here for Libra? Three cards, if you don't mind, please, to clarify. Three cards to clarify the Knight of Cups, please, Spirit. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords. We have the Six of Cups. And we have the Chariot. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. Okay. So as far as the overall energy, Libra, I am seeing, so like I said, I'm seeing that there is someone here that wants to express their love to you, okay? Possibly even extend a love offer to you, and even possibly an apology, okay? I feel like this is coming after there has been an ending, all right? This person obviously betrayed you, deceived you in one way or another, okay? Because the Ten of Swords is usually an ending because of, you know, lies, deceit, betrayal, okay? So there's something that did happen here between you and this other person. Now with the Six of Cups, I feel like this person, you might have known this person for quite a while, for some of you. For some of you, if you do believe in past lives, this could be a past life connection, okay? But with the Six of Cups, I do feel like this person does want to come in and possibly resurrect this connection. And they're very, you know, nostalgic for the past. They're thinking of the good times with you, and they really want to come back together and reunite with you. Okay, so you did have an ending. This person does want to come in and reunite. And with the Chariot, I mean, there could be physical distance between you and them. Okay, so this person might need to travel toward you. But, and you know, the thing is, this person might also be willing to relocate if that is something that was an issue. But this person is on their way to you with the Chariot. Okay, that they're coming toward you in May. This person does want to reunite. They want to rekindle this connection. They do want to tell you how much they care and how much they love you. And like I said, they could even apologize for whatever wrongdoing they've done. Okay. With the Chariot as well, I feel like this person wants to move things forward with you. Okay. They want forward progress. And with Temperance being here on the bottom, I feel like this person really does want to make amends. They want to be back in your good graces. And this person wants to balance things out with you here. Okay. They want to bring some fairness and balance to the connection because there might not have been balance before. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the challenge. Okay. All right, Spirit, three cards, please, to clarify the Hanged Man as a challenge. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. Okay. So like I was saying earlier, with the Hanged Man being here in the challenge, it seems like things have not been progressing or we're not progressing with this person. Okay. And obviously there was something that happened between the two of you that caused the Ten of Swords, that caused the ending. So there could have been, you know, something that this person did or said that really hurt you, and it caused you to end things with them. Okay. So, you know, maybe during this time of introspection and this time of being in Hanged Man, I feel like, you know, it's possible that you were able to get a certain perspective on maybe yourself, maybe this person, and maybe the connection in general. Okay. But also the fact that it's the Hanged Man and in the challenge position, you know, it might be that maybe this connection just felt stagnant and wasn't progressing, and that just caused the challenge here in this connection. Okay, maybe it was difficult for this other person, or maybe both of you, to see things from an outside perspective. You know, maybe you were able to see things from only your perspective, but not maybe from this other person's. Okay, so it is possible with the Hanged Man, yeah, that seeing things from an outside perspective was difficult for both, possibly both parties. Okay, but take that as it resonates. Okay. We do have the Ace of Cups. So I feel that with the Ace of Cups clarifying here, for the challenge position, I feel that you both want a new emotional beginning with one another. I do feel that. However, things have been very stuck and stagnant. Okay. We have the King of Wands, male or female, doesn't matter the gender, but I'm feeling with the King of Wands that maybe this person was, and this could be you, flip it if needed, but I'm feeling it for a lot of you, it's this person that they were very hot and heavy, very passionate about you and this connection. There was obviously a very magnetic and the magnetic pull. There was chemistry, like a lot of physical chemistry between the two of you, and that does go along with twin flame relationships and connections as well. So this person was definitely feeling all of these things for you. Okay, that was definitely not a problem. But the King of Wands sometimes can be someone who is more about passion and not so much about talking about feelings. They could be all about passion and not so much about stability and security. Okay. So it could have been a connection that was more based on passion. Maybe this person was kind of wishy washy. So didn't want to make a decision, didn't want, you know, if you wanted to maybe put a label or see where, you know, where are we in this connection? And this person's like, you know, why do we need to put labels on things? You know, maybe they were acting like that. Okay. Maybe they were acting in a non-committal type way. Okay. So that could have contributed to it as well. We also have the Knight of Swords here. So I feel with the Knight of Swords that maybe this person, whenever you would try to communicate with this person would come in like impulsively, erratically, and that would not help with communication. I also feel that with the Knight of Swords here, that, you know, this person owes you information. Okay. So that, you know, maybe you asked questions about certain things, and this person possibly even gaslit you, telling you that you're crazy or just trying to beat around the bush kind of. And, you know, but then, you know, whenever they felt like talking about something, you know, they would just kind of, it would be like word vomit, and they would just talk about whatever, you know, came to their mind. But whenever you would try to discuss the connection, I feel like maybe this person, you know, they didn't really offer a whole lot as far as the answers you were looking for. Okay. And unfortunately, because of all of this, I feel that with the Four of Cups being here on the bottom of the deck, I feel that now, you know, maybe you both are feeling like this was a missed opportunity. Okay. You might be feeling a little bit depressed. You could be feeling where, you know, you might have good things coming into your life, but you don't really, you know, you don't really want to make effort toward anything else because all you can think of is this person. It's just hard to let them go, basically. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, so Spirit, 3 cards, please, to clarify the sun. So we'll see what the focus on the sun is here. What can you tell us about the sun, Spirit? There's one. So we've got the King of Swords. What else? Okay, these two flipped over. The Nine of Swords. One more card, please, Spirit. Okay. Ooh. I'm bending my cards. And the Ten of Cups. On the bottom of the deck is the Star. Okay. So we have the Sun here as what you need to focus on for the month of May. Okay. I feel that now you might be, the person that you're dealing with, they could be an air sign as well. Okay. They could be another Libra. They can be a Gemini or an Aquarius, possibly. It is possible, though, that this person just occasionally acts in air energy. Okay. I mean, we're all able to embody all of the elements at any point. Like I was saying here in the challenge, that I feel like this person is embodying the King of Wands. Okay. But here in the focus, it came out as the King of Swords. So I feel like things need to come to light here for you. I actually feel it is twofold with the Sun. I feel that there's information that you need, okay? And that you might have questions that you need to ask this person, and they need to be honest with you. Okay. I feel like with the Sun, this person has been hot and cold, basically. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is hot and cold energy. All right. Hot with the wands, cold with the swords. All right. So part of the challenge is that this person is in that energy. Okay. That one minute they can be all passionate and wanting this connection, and the next minute they're cold and they're detached. Okay. They could be cutting with their words. They could be acting where they need space, things like that. Okay. And when you try to talk with them about it, they basically don't want to, they don't want to talk about it, or they, like I said, beat around the bush possibly. And because of all of this has caused you to have a lot of anxiety. Okay. You've had possibly sleepless nights here. And the thing is, you need to have answers. This person needs to take accountability for what they've done to you here, and things need to be illuminated for you. Okay, so you need to know how this person is feeling. You need to know how how this person wants this connection to progress. You need to know what their intentions are. I have a feeling that this person maybe kept a lot of this from you. Okay, because you are looking for emotional stability here. You're looking for a connection where you have emotional happiness, that you have the 10 of cups. You are here with your loved one, your spouse, your person, possibly children, a family, and it's emotional contentment. Okay. Obviously you have an emotional bond with this person. And that's probably one of the difficult parts about this, is that the emotional bond that you have. But, you're looking for the 10 of cups with someone, and you thought that you were going to have it with this person. So Spirit wants you to, if you do feel like talking with this person when they return, because I know that they will, this person is coming your way sometime in the month of May here. And, you definitely have to have a conversation that's authentic and honest, where this person is able to illuminate some of this for you. Okay. And to alleviate some of this stress and anxiety that you've had. Okay. It's possible that you did have the 10 of cups with this person for a while, and then they kind of pulled away. And that caused you a lot of stress and anxiety. But the thing is, at the bottom of the deck here, we've got the Star, and the Star is about healing. The Star is about being hopeful, being inspired, for the future. So I feel like spirit really wants you to analyze what makes you happy. And if it's this person, and if they're able to answer all of your questions and allow you to feel comfortable in this connection, then you can have the 10 of cups with this person. You know, just stay hopeful. It is possible to heal things with this person. Okay. Um, but definitely things need to be illuminated for you. And that's something you need to focus on when this person returns and when you have this conversation with them. Okay. All right. Well, I am going to leave this reading here for you, Libra. I hope that it helps and brought you some clarity and insight. And if you feel like it resonated, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, take care and namaste.